10% off. Well, where are the 30% off? There aren't any. So I'm like, I am not buying anything right now. I live right down the street. I can check once every week and see how low the prices are getting. And once they get down to where I want them, I will go in there and I will get little Miss Daisy's Christmas. And hey, I might just go ahead and get Christmas and birthday out of the way. She'll have some great gifts because Grandma loves getting the good things. And I would do it anyway, even if Toys R Us wasn't going out of business. Hey everyone, so it's a late vlog and I'm really not feeling it tonight. So this morning I started off feeling like I wanted some eggs, and so when I make eggs I either make them over easy or I will scramble it with a little bit of soy milk and with a little bit of butter in my pan, and I'll put a little bit of bell peppers cut up finely in it, and then some cheese. A lot of protein. And so I go in the living room, TV's on, I start eating, and my stomach's saying, I don't even know why you're even trying. Just spit that right back out. And got nauseous and headed for the bathroom. Well, my best friend and I had already talked on the phone before I had even fixed anything to eat. I'll be over there 30-45 minutes. Let me get Pato to the daycare. Alright, I'll be ready. Yeah. She came banging on the doorbell like she was FedEx or something. And I was sitting over here sprawled out with a heating pad on my stomach, and I hadn't even thrown away the eggs. They were sitting on a paper plate on a pillow on my couch, and so I was getting up and I said, hold on a minute. Well, the door is locked. Well, yeah, because I never got up to unlock it. Of course it's gonna be locked. Usually I get up and unlock it when she's coming over and she just walks in. So anyway, alright, now I'm having some pain, but anyway, so I'm like, okay, so I took some Zofran. I have IV Zofran. I can have 8 milligrams of IV Zofran every 6 hours. And I choose to take IV Zofran through the day when I need it, because Finnegan will sometimes knock me out. So instead of taking 8 milligrams, I took 4 milligrams. That way, if after 3 hours I'm still feeling nauseous, I could turn around and give myself another 4 milligrams. So, I get dressed. I put a little bit of makeup on so people can't see just how bad I'm feeling. Because makeup, it hides a lot. And so we are out. Well, not too well. Yeah, but the middle of March, my daughter and granddaughter came in. And we celebrated Christmas, my granddaughter's birthday, and Easter all in the same week. And I wanted pictures. So we did the 3-generation pictures. Pictures of just me and my daughter. And then pictures of my daughter and granddaughter. And then pictures of all 3 of us. And pictures of me and my granddaughter. And they came in. Well, I had not been able to cut them and separate them yet. Why? Well, they don't leave lines anymore. I wasn't any good at cutting when there were lines. And now there's not lines. Okay. So my husband said, well, you need to go get a paper cutter. You remember the ones from in school? Yep. So I realized yesterday, hey, guess what? We don't have any printer paper either. So I was like, hey. She's like, well, what are you wanting to do today? Or when we were talking last night, well, what are you wanting to do? And I'm like, because I said, hey, you know, you're off. Let's do some girl time. But I wasn't expecting to feel like teetotal crap. And I was like, well, I need to go get printer paper. I need to go find a paper cutter. I want to go back to Sam's and get a few things. And, you know, I just run around. I need girl time. Okay. So we go to Staples. Oh my God. It was like I was at a car lot. And I had a salesman just on my tail. But finally, they left me alone. And so I got what I needed. And then, where did we go after that? We went there. We went to Sam's. Oh, and then I was like, hey, we have a Toys R Us. Like, she lives like a mile from me. And Toys R Us and all that is less than a mile from her in one direction of me. And I live less than a mile from Toys R Us in the mall. So I was like, hey, let's check out Toys R Us. Like, well, I don't have my Toys R Us credit card. I've never even used it. Well, are they still taking those? I know they're not taking gift cards. I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't they? Just because they're going bankrupt and everything, they're not closing all the stores. Well, let's check it out. You know, I have a granddaughter. Let me go ahead and start getting her Christmas. They say 30% off on the windows. Well, let me just tell you. We walk in. They have all these prices. 10% off. 10% off. Well, where are the 30% off? There aren't any. So I'm like, I am not buying anything right now. I live right down the street. I can check once every week and see how low the prices are getting. And once they get down to where I want them, I will go in there and I will get little Miss Daisy's Christmas. And hey, I might just go ahead and get Christmas and birthday out of the way. She'll have some great gifts because Grandma loves getting the good things. And I would do it anyway, even if Toys R Us wasn't going out of business. But, you know, it's just a nice thing if they're going out of business and I can get them at a really good price. So I was very disappointed. And So, anyway, I come back home and I do some cleaning, and then my stomach starts hurting. And then I am not really a Facebook person, and I had a friend that was kind of down on the dumps and upset over her belly after having kids, and so I had to send her a message, and I was like, you know, you're very blessed, you are a very sweet person. I've known her for many years, and I'm just like, but you know, I had a boy and a girl, and I carried them very differently. And I have stretch marks way above my belly button to the land down under. And, you know, I had both of mine, and naturally, there was no epidurals. I felt every single contraction. And I think I almost broke my ex-husband's hand. And, so I was like, you know, when I look at my belly, you know, I see these stretch marks I cannot do anything about. I have surgical scars out the wazoo. I have an ostomy. You know, I have all these things. But then, you know, I'm blessed because I'm still here. And I see those, they're my battle scars. You know, I'm a warrior. And God doesn't give us any more than what we can handle. And I am one of his soldiers. So don't be so hard on yourself. And it was kind of like a reality check for her, because she's always been really small. I mean, I was really small in high school too, and I've always been really small until they kept putting me on these damn steroids and biologics and all this crap. And so, you know, when you're really small and then your body just all of a sudden balloons up and you're pregnant and you got weight here and weight there, you know, you get stretch marks. But then, you know, some women have cesareans and they have the bikini line cesarean. But it's nothing like having surgeries after surgery after surgery in different areas of your abdomen and having an ostomy. And, you know, having an ostomy, I could not look at myself for years in the mirror. I wasn't vain. I was very happy with the ostomy. It gave me my life back. It saved my life. But I had a very cute figure, and I could no longer dress the way I dressed. I was worrying about when this thing was going to have a lot of gas in it, because unless you have a lot, I mean, I'm talking about a lot of gas. And I've even had it to where I wake up and I go to sit up and the thing just pops off. And then I got a big mess to clean up. But, yeah, you have to change the way you dress. You have to change the underwear you wear. You change the type of pants you wear. You tend to wear more dresses or more fuller tops, or, you know, things that just really aren't flattering. So, anyway, So, tonight, I'm nauseous right now. I have only been drinking my teas and smoothies. They seem to be the only thing really that my stomach can handle. And this gastroparesis, I think this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that this gastroparesis is doing its thing, and it's like, oh yeah, hey, I'm gonna do what I want to do, but hey, you can come along for the ride. And I'm just like, okay, it's doing its thing, and I'm just there, and it's miserable because I'm constantly bloated. And with gastroparesis, if you don't know what it is, and God help you, you never ever find out you ever have it, you don't have it. A lot of people will find out that they have it if they have it. It is miserable. If you've had a baby, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. I get so bloated. Okay? Your stomach sits up like this. It doesn't lay in your insides. So, when I'm bloated, I feel like I have my kid's head up in my ribs, or I have their butt, or I have their foot up there kicking into my ribs. And that's how I feel all the time. And when I'm extremely bloated, sometimes I look like I'm pregnant, and I'm not. And it is just so miserable. And that is my main culprit right now. That is my main enemy. And I'm at 10.5 on my stimulator. I don't know if it's even working. I mean, I was taking a Epsom salt bath last night, and it was aggravating the hell out of me the whole time. But it's like right now, it's not doing anything. And I have no desire to eat. I always have the feeling of being full. And even if I try to eat, it sounds good, I fix it, and then my stomach laughs at me. I don't know why you did that. It's a waste. I'm not going to let you eat it. Spit it out. And I swear, that is really what happens. It is not, I'm not crazy. That is just what happens. And I don't understand why it does it, but it does. It's like it has its own mind, and it's telling me, hey, you just spit that out. There's no room down here for that. Spit it out. Because you might end up going to the bathroom anyway and throwing it up. So, and my ribs are hurting again. And I think I need to go see an orthopedic. Somebody that works on bones. I don't do a lot of calcium. And Crohn's can deplete your calcium. And I am lactose intolerant. And I have a lot of problems with my muscles, my joints, and my bones. And so I need to make a lot of doctor's appointments. I just hate going to them. But like, oh, this damn thing's working now. I could feel it. I hate going to doctors. I hate going to new ones. I just like, you know. And then I haven't went back to see the oncologist to see what else they have found. Well, my oncologist has moved on, and they called me to tell me that Dr. Jane is no longer working with the James Brown Cancer Center. So they said, oh, well, we have this new doctor, but they never called me to give me a new appointment. I wasn't too impressed with the nurses there anyway. They were being some real bitches, and I do mean that literally. I used to work on the James Brown Cancer Unit up at U of L, and yeah, there was one or two up there that I did not care for at all. One of the nurses that I worked for, her husband was the U of L cheerleading coach. And she was like, oh, my husband would love to have you on his team. So all you gotta do is go there and take a class. No, do you realize I'm a mother of 2? I am in my late to early 30s. No, thank you. My cheerleading days have long passed me by. So, anyway, yep. There is nothing else to talk about because I don't feel good, and I've got my fluids ready to go. I have oh, well, I must be getting a new, I don't know why that happened. Oh, whatever, okay. My laptop's doing its own thing too. Everything's doing its own thing, and I'm just here along for the ride. So, I don't even know where, oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to upload a vlog and edit and send it. And I'm not going to do anything until this, looks like it's getting an update. And, I'm freezing. I have been having really bad cold chills, last 3 nights. And, I have not found a good thermometer. I want a glass thermometer with a mercury in it, because these thermometers that they have now are crappy. And so, I think I have been, well, I don't think, I know. I have been running fevers, and I always run a low-grade fever. I always have. I've always ran it. I think a lot of it has to do with my medication. But I've been running fevers with cold chills, and so I'm cold right now, but I think it's because I turned the heat down low, because I'd rather be covered up with a blanket and my heating pad instead of having to take my heating pad off because I'm having a hot flash. So, anyway, I'll probably end up just editing the hell out of this, but you guys have a good night, and I will see you guys in the morning.